Story 1. The first thing I think about upon waking up is how much I do not want to wake up. I hate waking up. I have always hated waking up. Some of my earliest memories are of fighting with my mother about waking up. Mornings are the worst because it is the longest possible time before you are free of obligations again for the evening or night. Then I spend the next 10 to 15 minutes mentally pleading with the universe to please let this relentless cycle of work end. I am good at multitasking, so I do this while taking a shower, and then I go to work. Lather, rinse, repeat. Story 2. Why did you think it was a good idea to stay awake until 4 a.m. playing that game? Now, you have 12 long hours of work ahead, have barely slept for 3 hours, and you're not even that good at the game. You're 38. For heaven's sake, what is wrong with you? Story 3. I had a kitten who would wake me up every single morning by giving me kisses and nibbles on my nose. He is not around anymore, but that is always the first thing that comes to mind when I wake up. Story 4. Cat, why? I will end you. Because one of my cats often wakes me up at the dead hour of the morning by terrorizing my room. And it drives me bananas that I'm not allowed to sleep. Story 5. Okay, so it is currently 7:20, so that means I have at least 3 snoozes before 7:40. But I could also make it if I get ready quickly at 8. Wakes up at 8:17. Story 6. When I wake up, the first thing that comes to my mind is this where I am? Am I alive or dead? Then I realize, yes, I have to bear this society for one more day. Story 7. About how lucky I am. I have got a wife that loves me. 2 adorable sons, a daughter on the way, my own house, and a healthy body. There are people who would kill for just one of these things. Gratitude is usually the first thing on my mind. Story 8. Monday through Thursday. Oh no, here we go again. Friday, hey, it's Friday. Saturday and Sunday. I can't wait to get up and start the day. It's basically this until I retire. Huh? Story 9. To go through my morning routine to feel refreshed. I make my bed, tidy up my room, do a small workout including a few push-ups, squats, and some light stretching, and then pray or meditate on God. Story 10. Music starts in my brain. Today and for the past week, it's been, do you remember? The 21st of September. The horns are blaring with the big buildup and, boom, pop up and move on to what I'm wearing, what's for lunch. I need a new toothbrush. Is the lunar eclipse today? 15 jillion thoughts at the speed of hyper. As earth, wind, and fire are blaring in the background. Definitely puts pep in my step. Story 11. Usually, it's a mix of, did I really just sleep through my alarm again? And, is it too early to start thinking about what I'm wearing today? Also, why does my bed feel so much better than anything else right now? Relatable. Story 12. The first thing I usually think about when I wake up is checking my phone for any important notifications or messages. But honestly, sometimes I think about whether I still have time to hit snooze. Story 13. I sometimes wake up with a rush of adrenaline, similar to a panic attack. I don't know if I'm having bad dreams or not since I smoke weed, and I guess I don't experience rapid eye movement sleep. The point is 3 out of 7 days I wake up in panic, and either snuggle my cat or sit up straight taking deep breaths. The other days it's just like, why is my bed more comfortable now? Where is last night's gym motivation? And then it's sleep until I can't procrastinate anymore. Story 14. I need to get up and use the restroom, but I want to snooze. Come on, Clippard. Seize the day. And if you get up, you get coffee. You can do this. Okay, just one snooze. Then use the restroom, then coffee. Story 15. My pumpkin spice coffee or my morning run/lift. I personally love waking up in the morning. I like it when it's dark outside, so I personally enjoy the mornings. Focusing on positivity, but not too hard because if you try to manifest positivity, it might backfire. Anyway, love the morning. Story 16. Well, I'm on a work trip right now, so I'm away from my wife. So, my current first thought boils down to, oh, right, she's not here. And then I go to work for 12 hours. Story 17. Why won't my right eye open? Seriously, I wake up squinting in my right eye every morning. After about 15 minutes, it opens just fine, but before then, nothing. Story 18. How absolutely absurd and outlandish my dreams were, and how it feels like I have a brain the size of a pea in my head. Such a weird feeling that I can only describe as laugh out loud. Story 19. Did I remember to bring my dog back into the house? For context, he's 15, blind, and needs me to take him outside at least once a night when I'm in a half-sleep daze. I'm always worried that I left him to circle around the backyard for 5 straight hours. Story 20. Former partner. We did not work, and it is taking some getting used to. I am sad because the feelings are starting to fade, and the acceptance is kicking in. Story 21. I should probably go to the gym, go to church, maybe pick up a musical instrument to play instead of just video games. How about making myself a healthy, balanced breakfast? Follow up on jobs I recently applied for. Maybe go back to school. Nah, I'll just sleep in until right before I have to go to work. Story 22. How much my body hurts, but I need to get up. Otherwise, my kids won't make it to school. Then, I psych myself up to work past the decades of joint pain to get moving. Story 23. It has been a year since we broke up, but most of the time my first thought is about her. I don't think it's because of the relationship part, but because of the 6 years of friendship that we had and how we used to text or call each other first thing in the morning. Story 24. It usually starts with a random snippet of a song in my head. Then, I think about all of the things I haven't done and need to do, followed by a little existential dread. Then the music comes back. Story 25. I hate the sleepy or dehydrated feeling. It's even worse when I feel a headache. But usually, a huge sip of cold water fixes everything and wakes me right up. You all have to try having a thermos beside your bed. It's changed my life. Story 26. The first thing I think about when I wake up is how much more I could sleep if I did not have to get up. The first thing I think about when I wake up is how to make the most of the day and be better than I was yesterday. Story 27. I am experiencing pain in my back and hip. I need to go soon. What day is it? I appreciate the beauty of breasts. These are my current fleeting thoughts. Sometimes I wake up feeling disturbed by a dream. Story 28. Depends on if my little me is already saluting. If not, the first thought is actually brushing my teeth. Can't stand having morning breath. But if he is, I would probably lay to the side and think about my neighbor. Story 29. Ugh, I don't want to have to go into work today. It's not even worth it, honestly. I'm a waitress in a small town where people don't tip too well. I like hanging out with my coworkers, though. Story 30. Obviously, the first thing that comes to my mind is whether I need to use the restroom, but after that, I just kind of go into automatic mode. I have a sort of morning routine that gets a bunch of tasks completed very quickly, and I don't really think about much except for how long that freaking coffee is going to take to finish brewing. Story 31. After skimming the comments for a bit, it seems the consensus is most of us really don't want to wake up again. But we all know why that is. There's nothing good to give us an incentive to want to face another day. Story 32. If I'm lying on my stomach, should I handle this thing now? Or go pee and let it handle itself? Lying on my back. Oh no, here we go again. On my side, wow. As I don't usually lie on my side. Story 33. When will I be back in bed again? My brain does all the calculations just to gather enough willpower so that I can set my foot on the floor. The struggle is real. Story 34. Do I really have to go to work today? I used to be a morning person, but not anymore. I don't know if it's my medication or the depression or post-traumatic stress disorder, but I do not want to get up in the morning. Last weekend, I slept all day Saturday and most of the day Sunday. I was able to sleep at night as well. Is anyone else experiencing this? Story 35. I woke up one morning, and for some reason, I had written the word prawn in the notebook next to my bed. I have no idea what I was trying to remind myself to do, but I haven't woken up without thinking of prawns ever since.